Hello,
Oh.
everybody, and I beat the mic. Um, Welcome to another Tavern at 12 FPS. I am Jade, and I play Jade. And with me, I have a wonderful, lovely, amazing, handsome, put up on a pedestal and then knocked down
That's appropriate, yeah.
friend.
Hi, I'm Hex. I'm playing Sin. Uh, and I guess we'll start. It's your typical day. In the tavern, everyone's milling about, doing whatever shenanigans they would usually get up to. What's Jade? What's Jade doing?
I think Jade is doing the usual of occasionally people watching, has a sketchbook out maybe, and is writing down a couple of they're like whispering to themselves in the sense of like mumbling to themselves, like coming up with songs and then writing down like little chords and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
then occasionally doodling maybe a person that they see that passes by.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Um, Well, if that's the case, then they definitely will see Sin walking by, not in the kitchen and not dressed to be in the kitchen. Actually, um,
Mm.
it's his day off. He is not cooking today, and he makes his way to a table where, not like not out of the way, but like definitely not in the center of the room. He just kind of makes his way to a table against the wall, and then he'll sit down, and from he pulls something out of his pocket and like starts fiddling with it. And if you want to roll me a perception to see if how well you can
Uh,
see.
sure. 1 second. I realized I didn't pull up the character sheet completely. There we go. Um, uh, Perception. That is a 15.
Okay.
Post it on the channel.
Cool. All right. So that's definitely enough. Sin's not trying to hide what he's doing. So you definitely can tell it is cards of some kind. And he's shuffling the deck, and then probably after a couple of shuffles is when you realize that it's not a play. It's not playing cards. It's actually tarot cards. Just by the virtue of like all of the different images on each front of the card that you can see.
I think originally Jade immediately, like seeing the deck of cards being pulled out, thought, "Oh, good, playing cards. I needed something to do." Stood up to go walk, and then noticed they were tarot, and was like, "Oh, never mind." But was already walking in the direction and like making
Yeah.
eye contact, and it's that awkward thing of like you're obviously heading in that way, but
Mm-hmm.
you want to leave, but now you can't back out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The social construct has trapped you, and and now you have to keep going with this.
I think Jade pulls up a chair, backwards, to you know
Mm-hmm.
lay their hands on it, and just is like, "So, what you doing, Sin?"
Oh, hi, hello. Just got a new deck. I'm just giving it a shuffle, testing the vibes. That I realize sounds a little insane.
Not completely. I get it. Um, you do. How many decks do you have?
Uh, Sin pauses a moment, and there is the very you don't even need to roll to like read the face journey they go on of how what of thoughtful realization, embarrassment, back to thoughtful but guarded. I have a few.
Yeah. Sure. You said you needed to test it out?
Uh, well, I'm testing it out. Are you? I mean, I was gonna do just like a general reading, but if you want one, I mean, I guess I could do that. Yeah. Do you want a reading?
I think I do, but I do want to see what a general reading looks like.
Uh,
Let's scope out this deck. Now I'm curious.
Now you're curious. All right. Okay. Well, Sin's gonna keep shuffling, and I'm gonna get my deck because now I have to do this. Uh, and as he shuffles, he kind of like talks about like he talks as he shuffles, and he's basically saying, well, a general reading is just kind of like it's a 3-card spread typically, and usually you do just like past, present, future, or some kind. You ask a question or just general like it's supposed to be generic. It's not supposed to be anything specific. That's usually what more like in-depth readings are for. And I usually don't do in-depth readings for myself just because that's usually how you fall into the trap of constantly reading until you get the reading you want, and you don't want to do that. So, I was gonna just do just a simple past, present, future, see what we got. And as he shuffles, he's like, he's not looking at the deck as he shuffles, which may be impressive, I don't know. But it does say that he's at least used to this deck, and then he deals out 3 cards, face down, and sets the deck aside, and then he goes, okay, so let's see what we've got. And he flips, and I'm incredible, delightful, love it. Love that. Love that.
I love that emotion coming out.
Yeah, let me grab my fucking book so that I can actually, like... Yeah, this one. So, the first card he flips, which is in the past category, is the King of Fire. And that's kind of funny because the King of Fire is like, it's about having kind of like a plan for the future and getting everything you need to kind of help achieve that plan. Like, so it's about like future planning and setting your goals aside, like setting your goals and like planning. That's, yeah, it's all about planning, but in the form of a leadership role, kind of. And so that's, Sin is explaining all of this to Jade as they kind of, you know, put the or lay the card down. And then let's see, where is my... They flip the next card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And so the Wheel of Fortune is the present card. And the Wheel of Fortune is a card all about karma. It's good karma, bad karma. Basically, it gives what it gets. In terms of the present, basically, it's basically saying things are going, and things are going, and they're gonna be going pretty okay. Like, good has been given into the wheel, and the wheel will return good. Which is that wheel, in terms of cards you can get, the Wheel of Fortune is a pretty Like, pretty good card. Um, and then for the final card, Sin flips it and has a moment of like, because it is the Queen of Air, but it is reversed. And so Sin like kind of looks at that and hums and haws a moment, and then says, so in relation to the rest of this reading, by itself, the Queen of Air is basically about stagnation. It is you aren't being able to move forward with what you're like, with any kind of problems that you're facing. You're kind of stuck in place. Your your plans and your ideas are, they're kind of spinning in the wheel. The wheels are spinning in the mud. There's nothing's happening, and that could be because you are stagnant, or because someone in your life is keeping you stagnant. And in relation to the rest of this reading, you can take it as because it's likely because of you. Because with the Wheel of Fortune reading, giving good, getting good, it's basically warning that it's easy to fall stagnant because all of these good things are happening, and so it's easy to rest on your laurels, so to speak, when you shouldn't be doing that. You should still keep feeding the wheel and keep doing good things. And that's to help. Basically, this is saying this is a possible future, and to help avoid that future, you should continue listening to your present, which is the wheel. And Sin kind of does a little jazz hands after that explanation.
Jade does a little like clap, like little slow clap.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you really are good at this.
I try. I
mean, it's nothing more than, and not to insult, but it is nothing more than just reading into things.
Yeah. It's there is no insult. You are correct. Each card has a meaning, and you can extrapolate the meanings, the various meanings of the cards based on how they're drawn and what positions they're in, and how they relate to the other cards, and to a degree how it relates to the person in front of you, depending on how well you know them, or what information you can glean from them based on just generic like first impressions in terms of a lot of fortune tellers.
I think you're the first fortune teller I've ever met who actually agrees with me.
I'm not a fortune teller, first of all. I'm just someone who does this for a hobby. But I am a cook, first and foremost.
All right.
You want a reading?
Sure. What does this tell you about your deck, though?
Well,
this is a general reading for...
A general reading with the past, present, and future is... It tells me that it's... I wouldn't call it cautionary. But that's probably the closest I could come to it. Like, it's... Again, I usually don't read for myself unless I'm trying to get, just a general reading. So it's giving warning and basically saying it's giving a warning and giving advice on how to avoid it. So it's not a bad deck. It's not brutal and it's not ruthless, I don't think, but only time will tell.
Then I guess I'll take a reading then.
All right. And Sin scoops up the 3 cards and starts to shuffle them back in the deck. And as he shuffles, a card falls from the deck. And instead of putting it back in, he just goes, "Oh, okay," and sets that card aside face down.
Is that normal?
Sometimes that happens. That's usually to put the little mystical flair on it. That usually means that card is important somehow, and wanted to make sure it got read in the reading.
Oh, good.
We'll find out where it wants to fit when we get the rest of them laid out, and Sin starts to deal out the rest of the cards.
While you're dealing, I think Jade does eventually go back to. So, like, when you say a few, did you mean, like, in the ballpark of, like, 20, 30, or are we talking, like, 10, 15?
Reading? A few readings, you mean? Or...
No, decks.
Oh, decks.
Didn't think I noticed the...
Listen, I... Not so many, no. Probably more like 7 or 8. Maybe 9.
I'll round it up to
10. Sid is turning a little red as he lays the cards out. I don't think it's wrong to say I might collect them a little bit. I like the designs.
No, all right. Hey, we all have our vices.
Yes, that's...
/ hobbies.
Yes. And as he lays out all the cards, and then he starts to flip them. And the first thing that you'll notice, and I'm kind of going at this with the how knowledgeable is Jade of tarot stuff, would you say?
Jade has one tarot deck.
Mm-hmm.
And they honestly just kept it because the cards are pretty.
Yeah, okay.
They're not very knowledgeable with it. They never actually read the book.
Okay. Okay. So the first thing that they would notice is that a lot of the cards drawn say water, like they're of water. I say a lot. It's 3 of the 6 that have drawn are water. And then there's 2 that are framed differently and have numbers attached to them, which I think Jade could at least infer those are high cards.
Okay.
And so as Sin flips the cards, he kind of studies it for a long moment, with his eye flicking between Jade and the cards. And then he takes the flipped card, or the dropped card, and he places it below the rest of the deck, or below the rest of the cards. And he kind of sits back and he says, "Okay. Okay. All right. So, how familiar are you with tarot cards? Or tarot in general? Do you know a lot? Do you know a little?
Not that much.
Okay. Okay. So, I can start by just saying, this is going to be, and I'm gonna say words, and I need you to hold on with me until I finish. This is gonna be an emotional reading, because there are mainly cards associated with water here, and water is associated with emotions and relationships. So that's gonna kind of be what I'm focusing on for a lot of this reading, because that's what it's telling me is the important part.
I think when Jade hears is going to deal with a lot with emotions and relationships, they do like a little like their head leers back is the best way I can put it.
Yeah.
Like they just smelled something bad.
Yeah. And Sin just kind of, I, it can also mean in a literal sense because, I mean, you are an alligator? Crocodile?
Oh, lizard folk, gator. Yeah, close enough.
Yeah. So, like, it can also just be saying that this is about you specifically because it's water, and this feels a little bad to say that like that. But yeah, you have you seem to have an association with water, and it could be saying that this is just about you. Again, there are multiple interpretations for tarot for cards, so I'm giving you what my interpretation here is.
Oh no, I have a water association.
Oh no. But that's, again, it could be that, it could be the other one. Let's I'll we'll get into it and we'll kind of see. So the first card is basically your past or your history. It could be all of your history. It can be just your recent history. It can be a multitude of things. It is the Four of Water, and it is reversed. And the Four of Water is all about... It's a card about being restless, like emotionally restless. Like you're waiting for something, or you're unable to settle. There's like an apathy around that makes it hard to focus on things, to get into things. That is your past. You are driven by that restlessness, and that has potentially made it difficult to form relationships with others. Primarily because that's also your problem card, which is the Two of Water, which is a card of harmony. It's literally the card of relationships, with partnerships, with friendships, with love, with everything. That's the Two of Water. And so this is saying that you keep others at a distance. Not necessarily like... I mean, you have friends.
I got plenty of friends.
Exactly. But...
I'm only at night.
But... You don't... And Sin kind of drums their fingers on the table and just... They huff and they just say, there's no gentle way to say this. You keep others at a distance, not physically. You have friends, but emotionally, you don't let them in. You don't let people get close to you. And I don't think you even realize it, which is kind of an interesting... Okay, so that's where the dropped card feels like it's saying it belongs, because it's affecting you in ways that you probably don't realize. Like in a sort of kind of creative fashion, you still create, but it's like it's stagnated. And that's kind of feeding into your present, which is the Nine of Air, which is all about... It's a card of anxiety. It's your worries and your fears, and maybe you're realizing that you feel a little creatively stagnant, and that's kind of eating at you. The advice... what can you do? I mean, so what can you do about that? That's kind of... I say it's easy, and Sin winces. Uh, but it's you need to actually connect with others. You need to step back, you need to figure yourself out, and you need to take the time between allowing people in and what you want to keep to yourself. Right now, in to put it bluntly, you're kind of hiding everything, all your emotions, all your wants and your fears and your dreams. It's, I mean, sure, you may share some of it, but not anything like, not your dreams, not your wants. Like, and there's like that unspoken italicized on those words that I'm not saying you need to share everything with everybody, but even just trying to, let one person get a little close can help ease some of those burdens that maybe you're feeling creatively or any other kind of way. And go ahead.
I have to ask a question.
Yes.
As you're giving this reading, where is Sin looking?
Sin is looking at the cards.
Sin is looking at the cards.
Yep.
If at any point they look upwards towards Jade, I need Sin to roll a.
Let me just
insight. It's insight. It's
insight. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's inevitable that he will look up, so let me just roll that really quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's wait, that's not the character sheet. Where's the character sheet? That's oh, you do have insight. Okay, so that's actually okay. It could be worse. That is, what is it? It's roll 11 plus 3. So that's a 14. It could be worse.
I'm going to roll a, I think, wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's it's not gonna make it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jade has a smile as they're listening to this, but it's like a very strained smile.
It's more bared teeth than it is a smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Sin is reading, and they pause once they see this, and they're not trying to hide their expressions, but they make their mouth moves like they're going to say something, and then they pause, and then he bites his lip, and then he says, right, okay,
I mean, it's all hogwash anyways, right?
It's all hogwash. It's all just reading the cards as they come up.
Right. I mean, anybody could do it. Even I could do this.
You certainly could. There's nothing stopping you.
You say you don't read yourself?
I tend not to, no.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to prove this is hogwash, and they stand up and go to their room real quick.
Sin is just like sitting there like, uh-oh, I dug too deep. Oh no, uh-oh.
And they come back with a very pretty looking box.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll just make this the canon deck that Jade has. It's called you can read on it. It says the Crooked Moon Tarot.
Okay.
with a like a smiling moon right on the side of it, and like three swords stabbing into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I've never done this before, so you might have to walk through me this. How does this work again? Just three cards.
I did a 5 card for you. So if you're wanting to do something a little more in depth, you would do a 5 card. I don't recommend doing a full 10 card Celtic Cross right now. That's a bit much.
Don't tempt me.
I just recommend just a 5 card is fine. And let me pull up the freaking.
Jade begins shuffling, and
Mhm.
you see they're a very good shuffler.
Okay, all right.
Like you've seen, if you've ever been to like a casino, Jade is shuffling like that.
Okay, okay.
Alrighty. So is this just a general? You said it was like a general reading. This is how it works. Five
It's
cards, right?
5 cards. They're your. They can be. Usually, what I will do is your present / past, the challenge, the advice, the outcome, and the future. And I'm just putting that in there for you, so that for both of us, so that
Thank
I've.
you.
Yeah.
Jade is trying to make sure that they don't drop any cards.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes the cards just fly out. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Is your deck slightly different than mine? Because I feel like I don't have any water cards.
So there's between different types of tarot, there are different interpretations of what each suit of the minor arcana is. There's earth, fire, air, and water, but there is also wands, swords, or no, pentacles, wands,
Oh, I did
swords,
drop
and
a card.
cups. You did drop a card?
I did drop a card. Try not to look at it. I'll put you face. Yeah, face down. Okay.
Sin nods at the dropped card, like, there you go. But there are. But basically, what I'm saying is each suit has an association with a. An element, and also an association with a person. So the cups are associated with water and with your emotions, whereas a suit like the swords are associated with air and also the mind. So each
Alright.
one has its own kind of association.
Jade begins pulling the cards and just just pull cards, lay them face down, right? They split the deck and then they begin pulling.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. If you want to, some people will play them face up, some will play them face down. I prefer face down because it makes the reveal more dramatic.
Oh, fun. Well, if nothing, if not dramatic at the very least. All right. 5 cards and 1 dropped. I'll lay them down like you did.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Sin, for your pass, you have the Queen of Coins.
Okay, that's pentacles.
Yeah, that must be Pentacles. I have Wands, Cups, Swords, and Coins.
Yes, that is pentacles. Okay.
Oh boy, I have to actually go through this little booklet that they give you.
Mm-hmm.
Major.
Coins are minor.
These are minor arcana. Ah. And this is upright. Oh, it's upright. All right. The Queen of Coins. Someone connected to nature and harvest. They can be nurturing and practical, but also selfish and unstable. Upright means research endeavors have been bountiful, giving you stability. So this is your past.
Mm-hmm.
So in your past, you used to have this stability or this comfort. That's maybe no longer present.
Sin just kind of nods along, like, all right.
All right. Your present is the four of coins. Oh, fun! More coins.
Okay.
Four coins depicts a figure hoarding coins, hidden away in a seclusion, only caring about control and materialism. It is upright. Are you holding on too tightly? So in this present, it seems like you're holding on too tightly to whatever resources you have. To the point where maybe it's starting to hurt you, perhaps. Uh, Although you're feeling like something might, just because you're feeling like something might slip through your fingers in this current moment, I guess. When do you flip the dropped card?
Whenever you feel it's appropriate, you can flip it at the beginning or at the end or just whenever.
Okay, now next is the advice.
The advice, yes.
This is the Two of Wands.
I don't remember that one. I gotta look that one up. Where are you?
According to this, it signifies new potential. This card suggests planning a journey or decision that dwells into unexplored territories where hidden dangers and ancient evils await. Ooh, maybe you'll fight a dragon. Wouldn't that be nice? It is upright, so you set your sights over a vast landscape, which symbolizes planning, foresight, and making decisions. So this is the advice for the problem, or
that would be the advice for the problem, and the second card you drew would have been the problem, which was the four of coins.
Gotcha. Okay. So your problem is that you're hoarding too tight to what you have already. And then this one is, man, this doesn't make any goddamn sense. This is why I don't believe in this crap. It's a little weird playing someone who doesn't believe in tarot.
Mm-hmm.
Or doesn't believe in it as much as like
Yeah.
you can't believe in it. Like they just don't. They don't like being being read.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your efforts in this card will not be wasted. So you are planning for something. That's the advice for the problem. You're hoarding materialism for something that might be coming in the future, which I guess would be the outcome, which is the Four of Cups upside down. Is Four of Cups. Hold on.
That's the apathy card.
Represents dissatisfaction and longing. When drawn, it indicates a character's discontent and loneliness, leading them to seek dangerous for connections and answers. So you see yourself as an outsider, indicating introspection. No, it's reversed. New awareness about social circles allows for better connection to others. Full of apathy, past regrets, and other embarrassing moments, but still lingers as a blockade of contentment. So what did the Queen of Cups signify? Oh my goodness, I'm now forgetting.
The Queen of Coins is nurturing earthly, like
nurturing. Yeah. You're okay. So according to this reading, you're getting a lot of coins card.
Mm-hmm.
Or you know what? I'm gonna flip the dropped one now.
All right.
This is the Three of Swords.
Oh.
Is that a good O or a bad O?
That's a bad O. That's a card of betrayal.
Oh no.
And heartbreak.
It's well, it's not upright or reverse. I put it sideways like you did.
That would make it. Which way did you? So when I did it, if you did it sideways, then if it's facing to the left, if the top of the card is facing to the right, then it's upright.
And it's upright then.
Okay. Yeah. So that's betrayal and heartbreak. Yeah.
Great. So you've been gathering and hoarding resources for some in the present, maybe holding on too tight onto them for some event that might be coming in the future. And in doing so, you have found, or you will have found, these connections. But these material objections weigh you down? That's dumb. Although maybe these new connections you're making might not seem the best, or might cause a betrayal of sorts. Well, let's see what's in your future. Maybe there'll be something better. That's seven. 7 of Swords.
Oh.
I don't like the way you said that. Oh.
Yeah. Just yeah.
You or someone close to you have enacted an cunning plan, stealing away secrets in a dead of night. Strategy is important, but not at the cost of being untrustworthy. Huh.
Is Jade looking at Sin, or are they focused on the cards?
They're actually looking at the little booklet that came with the cards.
Okay.
They've been reading them, and they look over up to you.
Sin is actively. Oh fuck. Okay, that's a nat 20 to deception, but you only okay.
Here I can give you. I'll give you an insight roll.
Yeah. Let's see if you can beat it.
There's a 24. Beat it.
Yeah, that does actually, because it was a 22. It might be a nat 20, but it was a 22. So Jade, Sin is staring at these cards, and he is staring very hard. And it's the look of someone who's reading into this probably a bit more than you are, or that you would. And he's frowning at it. And it's a troubled frown.
I think Jade casts Mage Hand and picks up a pair of drinks from the bar that just got poured.
Mm-hmm.
And puts them down and is like, it's a hogwash anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, hogwash.
Look, ain't nobody gonna betray you here. It's not like you can die in here anyways. You're fine.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you can't die in the tavern, apparently. Maybe I shouldn't have said that so nonchalantly. Like, the way... To be fair, that's how I was found out, so...
I don't believe that. That's a funny thing, yeah.
To be fair, I haven't died either, so technically I haven't proved it. But that's what I got told. So.
I would take all of that with a grain of salt.
With everything you've seen here?
Sin kind of like makes a gesture of like, I'm in the kitchen most of the time. What have I seen here?
The fridge.
The fridge. Yeah, the
fridge. The day that, a story became like 50 different stories and I just stayed in my room that day.
I was not here for that day. What?
Oh, you weren't here for that. Yeah, there was like 50 different stories that were happening around.
I'm... Sin is just staring at Jade now.
I'm realizing that this has become way too standard for me than it really should have. I've come to use the Tavern's weirdness.
Chloe told me to be ready for a lot of things. I don't think she
Warn you
put enough
about a lot of things.
emphasis on what those things are.
The first time I got here, I think everybody got like turned into clones of themselves, and there was a not Chloe that we kind of beat the crap out of.
Oh, I remember. Nope, that's the other one. That was the
No,
different one.
this was a long time ago. This was before a lot of the tavern goers were here. I originally came, then I left for a while, then I came back.
I see.
I think Jade has picked up their cards and now are shuffling them again, and it's just like, again, it's just hogwash. Plus, you're not allowed to read into yourself.
I didn't draw the cards. That's not reading into myself.
Yeah, but I'm the one who's supposed to interpret them, right? You're not allowed to interpret them.
Very
And I
well.
think it's hogwash. So
Sin
hogwash.
raises his hands in like mock surrender. Like, all right.
It's a fun hogwash, though. I'll give you that.
It's definitely fun to a fun way to pass the time and work your brain.
You want a picture, by the way, of the artwork
Yes.
of all the cards?
Yes.
1 second. Here you go. Did I have them over a giant thing of moons and like
Yeah.
me forgetting that this is my background?
Oh, nice. That is so good.
I should spoil this for realistic card. Hold on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yes. Oh, that's such a pretty deck.
It is. They're silver gilded.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But Sin is contemplative. He's Jade has made their statements, but Sin is still clearly thinking about it.
You know what Jade does?
Hmm.
You see Jade bring their cup up, like up to their face, and then you see a mage hand kind of scooch the other cup towards you.
That I think gets it.
I love not thinking about it.
You know, yeah, me too. And Sin takes the cup.
Clink.
Clink.
I do want to see your other decks, though. Bring them out.
Oh,
They're cute.
okay.
I love the artwork.
Okay. And Sin kind of awkwardly stands up and goes to like maneuver his way through the fucking mess of tables, and just for funsies, bangs his hip on the corner because that was a 4 of several tables. And he's just stupid death perception. And he'll eventually return with not all, but several of his decks.
Hell yeah.
And there's one that is one that's just called Soul. It's black. It's got lots of intricate line work on it. There's one that is called Seeker Saga that looks to be like, it's a Kingdom Hearts themed deck. I was in that. I was in that one. So yeah,
I remember that one.
Yeah. There's one that's called A Folk Fable, and it has a cute little fireside scene of like a bunch of animals. And then there's a thicker one that's called the Alleyman Tarot, and it is ostensibly looks like it's handmade.
I like this one. This one's pretty.
Oh, thank you. I didn't make it, but I acquired it. It's a beast. And Sin will pull that one out. It is much there are way more cards in this deck than there are in a normal tarot deck.
What's up with that?
So this deck is called the Aliman Tarot deck, and is a deck that is assembled from many other decks. And Sin will flip through the cards and show you literally all of the backs of the cards are completely different from each other. They're all all the faces are completely different. And it's an intense deck. It's if you want a brutal deck, that's this one. It is definitely my, I would call it my meanest deck. But maybe it's just the most brutal one. It has 3 towers and 9 deaths in it.
Jade was about to open their mouth and was like, you know what? I don't even want to know.
Sin kind of gives them a shit-eating grin, like, do you want another reading?
The thoughts that go through Jade's head. Maybe after 5 more drinks.
Understandable. I love my Aliman deck. It's so fucking monstrous.
I think it would be cute if we just had them continue to converse throughout the day, or just throughout the afternoon at least. Even if it's not about tarot, but I like to imagine Jade occasionally catching glances at the Umbral Wings deck.
Mm-hmm. Sin, I think, might eventually catch Jade glancing, and he'll take a sip of his drink, and then he says, look, if I got a little too real there, I'm sorry.
Don't even worry about it. It's nothing.
Will you push? No, you won't, because you are not, you motherfucker. Why won't you push? Sin just kind of nods and says, and just nods and goes, all right. I just figured it felt appropriate to apologize.
There's no need to apologize. I mean, what person doesn't have things they regret, you know?
Sin kind of does a yeah, okay, yeah, nod of their side nod of their head, yeah, fair. Takes another sip.
I think Jade puts their drink up. I think this is their 3rd drink.
Mm-hmm.
And they just say, to past regrets.
Sin looks at you and then gives a huffed laugh, raises his glass to past regrets.
And then they chug that bitch down.
Mm-hmm. I want Sin to ask, but he's too no, because if I ask, then Jade will ask, and I'm not prepared.
Yeah. This is a 2-way street, buddy.
It's a 2-way street, and he doesn't want to do that.
It's almost like somebody's holding back their emotions.
Yeah.
And hoarding them, maybe, perhaps.
Hoarding their emotions and keeping things too close to their chest and keeping what resources they have hit on lockdown because reasons. Yeah.
yeah. It's good. Good.
Mm-hmm.
It's great. For my first reading, I don't think that went that bad.
It did not go that. It did not. It went pretty good.
All right, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to end it with them
Yeah.
clinking
With
glasses.
them clinking glasses and just throwing back their drinks and continuing to drink throughout the night.
There we go. Alrighty, that's so good. It's an hour FPS. Oh my
Yeah.
god,
Yeah. Nice and contained.
short.
Short.
I might start doing readings now.
Yeah. With Jade prefacing all of it with, "This is all hogwash."
This is all hogwash.
But yeah. All right, I'm going to stop my recording. Thank you for playing with me.
Thank you for playing, and thank you everybody who's listening, past, present, and future.
Yeah.
Uh, Goodbye.
Bye bye.